love is strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf.
Hello guys, welcome back. We are now leaving the Cape of Finisterra. Our destination is now Portugal, so we are finally going home. But first we're gonna pass near Santiago de Compostela once more. Continue southeast until we arrive to the city of Orense. Then, in the afternoon, we are gonna go south, enter the trans-border Biosphere Reserve, until we get to the border in Portela do Homem. It's going to be a straightforward run with many national roads, since many autopistas in Galicia have tolls, until we get to the border of Portugal, to the Gerês National Park and an enchanted forest valley that goes through the park. So let's go! So guys, we are still in the town of Finisterra. We are gonna stop to fill up our bikes. Mine's still half tank full, but I might as well fill it up for the day. You can see here always to refuel with tank bag using straps. It's not too difficult when you get used to what to do. Just to remove the front strap, bring everything back and you are ready to go. I have this white rubber cover on top of the tank to prevent unnecessary scratches. Since the TRK has a 20-liter tank and low fuel consumption, I usually only do this once a day. My friend here on his Transalp, roughly, has to stop twice for each time the TRK stops to refuel. The fuel consumption for the trip is now about 3.9 liters to 100 kilometers. It has gone up a bit yesterday, that we did a lot of autopista at about 120 kilometers per hour. But I'm sure the fact I'm using a rear 39 teeth sprocket helps a bit. The thing is, the TRK is a heavy big bike and if I get strong frontal wind, it harms the fuel consumption a lot. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with it because it's really cheap, especially when you have cheaper gasoline as we have here in Spain, a lot more cheaper than in Portugal. So that's really good. More or less 20 euros is enough for 500 kilometers. That's very good. Economy is very important to me. Of course, there are more powerful bikes that if you go really slow on them, the fuel consumption can go lower than 5 liters to 100 kilometers. But usually when you have a more torque and more power, you also tend to go faster and have more fun on those bikes, and hence rising the fuel consumption. But of course, your riding style is also very, very important. I have friends with Benelli TRKs that go around 5 liters to 100 kilometers with more sporty riding. So let's hit the road again. Let's go!
Boa. 2 horas. 86 km. Eu não pus tampões, vamos ver como é que corre. graus, pelo menos a temperatura está. Era como tu dizias, oh pá, espetáculo, viajar numa R, isso é que é hispana. Já viste as matrículas espanholas? Mas olha a saia. Não. Mas não, bora. Vamos lá ver.
We are now passing near the city of Santiago de Compostela once more, but no time to stop, and we gotta go on south. We are gonna do some more highways until we approach the Spanish side of the Gerês National Park. There the scenery is gonna change a lot, with a lot more twisties. And whoa, talking about twisties, nice corner here. Well, there was a 40 kph warning back there. We are now in southern Galicia, approaching the Biosphere Reserve of Gerês and the border of Portugal. To our left is the Encoro de las Conchas. That is a decent sized lake with some nice lake beaches and camping sites. It's a great place to relax, away from all the confusion of the big cities. This bioreserve is very beautiful, full of mountains and dense forests. And in the side of Portugal is known as the Gerês National Park, and it's even more impressive, full of waterfalls and incredible walking paths. Later on the next episode, we're gonna go through a gorgeous valley with a very dense forest, But for now, we're gonna do the Spanish side first and enjoy the scenery, and of course the beautiful twisty roads. The TRK just behaves so nice on these long sweeping corners, very stable.
I marvel in your eyes, swimming in your sky. I've never been this high or this high. You feel like kryptonite, sparks fly like dynamite, reflecting in your light, beaming bright. You know I'm so much stronger when you're touching me. I've got what I can't handle, but I know I need. One look and I'll surrender. You're why my heart beats. From day one to forever, you'll be saving me. You'll be saving me.
We are now crossing the Lima River. That source is the Talariño Mount in Gerês, Spain. Goes for 41 kilometers in Spain, then into Portugal across the Minho region to Ponte da Barca e Ponte de Lima until it reaches the Atlantic Ocean near Viana do Castelo in Portugal, in a total of 135 kilometers. Here we have just turned left. If we continued forward, we also go to the border of Portugal, but here this smaller road takes us to the border in Portela do Homem. It is the most beautiful route, and it takes us right into the heart of the forest of the Gerês National Park. I'm home, land of wolves. Welcome to the thermal village of Lobuche. It is known by the healing thermal waters, and it's an obvious place of relaxation and healing, where you can even have a free bath of hot thermal water. That must be very relaxing indeed.
You know I'm so much stronger when you're touching me. I've got what I can't handle, but I know I need. One look and I'll surrender. You're why my heart beats. From day one to forever, you'll be saving me.
It's right after this little village that the scenery and the road are gonna change a lot, and this valley we are approaching is gonna get narrower, and the forest is gonna get more dense, especially after the border. But for now, let's enjoy the Twisties and keep the occasional look to the beautiful scenery around us. Hello mates. Guys, you should see my smile on my face. I totally love these sweeping corners. Left, right, left. It's so fun. Look at this. Even with a loaded bike, this is totally cool. Nice. We are now changing to the other side of the valley. Oh crap, car! Yeah, these roads are fun, but we always need to pay attention to the road, especially during the narrow sections like that little bridge back there. So no car for kilometers and kilometers, and then one shows up right there when it was mostly dangerous. Right here is the border between Portugal and Spain. What the hell? Why so many cars and people? This is strange. I thought this would be totally deserted. It's not even weekend. All too many people are still in holidays, I guess. Well, the border between Portugal and Spain here, in Portela do Homem, marks the beginning of the Gerês National Park. To me, the most beautiful natural park in Portugal. The road we are in goes through a dense forest down this valley until we reach some nice lakes. But that's for the next episode. See you there! Thanks a lot for watching and welcome back to Portugal.